Chapter 6, Short Summary. This chapter is just a training arc. Creon is the most powerful mage of all time, but he is also magically bound to not be able to harm Mother, so he has to train Emelin instead. Emelin is talented but weak, since she has never had a chance to actually practice her magic. Chapter 6, Long Summary. The wearing all black thing is explained as having access to all colors for magic. On the way to their training ground, Em is impressed again at Creon's flying speed and power, and asks him to warn her next time he grabs her, which he ignores, because F her consent. She swoons over how sexy his body is for several pages, while praising him internally for being so gentle with her. Emelin notes Creon's notebook doesn't contain any conversations prior to hers, so I guess she doesn't have to feel jealous that he is talking or writing notes to other women. Creon schools her by introducing the concept of blending colors and magical effects, something Em feels stupid for never imagining before. Well, it's not like she was forbidden from using magic and he's had literally over 10 times the amount of lifespan to practice compared to her or anything. Creon has her practice by turning a tree branch to glass, then destroying it. She uses her experience watching her father blend paint colors to turn the branch to glass, but explodes it and cuts herself when destroying it. Creon heals her hand, and Em is forced to admit he is far more skilled than she is, saying he is a master and she could never heal that proficiently. Creon continuously refuses to acknowledge her emotions, often refusing to nod or smile or look at her. This is important because if any MMCs were to show emotional availability, it would obviously be extremely unattractive. Everyone knows men have to be aloof and stoic, or else they're disgusting. Em struggles with the physical proximity to Creon as she finds him too attractive. More training, Creon then challenges Em to turn half of a stone into water. Em gets frustrated with her poor control over magic and tries to make up for her insecurity by bullying Creon about his muteness. She finds out he's been unable to speak for 130 years since the last battle. After making fun of his disability, Em introduces the idea of sign language to him. She realizes he is too proud to learn it willingly, so she appeases his ego by claiming he should learn it for her sake, since she is a weak and impatient human who prefers him to sign instead of write notes. Creon falls for her manipulation and begins using the signs she teaches him. Overall, this chapter showcases their relationship dynamic. Creon is aloof and stoic, while Em pleads for him to open up. Em's frustrations and tsundere personality contrast with Creon's stoicism. Some readers might find their dynamic reads like a daddy dom / little girl kink, especially with the massive age gap between the two characters. Thankfully, the actual intimacy scenes between the two never takes on an explicit age play dynamic. However, there are a lot of purity culture quotes throughout the book, especially when the tension between them breaks. Side note, being able to magically transmute wood to glass or stone to water is interesting, but transmutation and its possible consequences are never touched upon again in Book 1. It's a tangent, but it would be interesting to hear about how transmutation affects the economy. Are the tributes pointless if Fae can just transmute sand into food or gold? What are the limitations of transmutation within this magical system? I would have liked to know, but the power scaling and Emelin's developing magic are brushed aside to focus on the relationship between Emelin and Creon.